Well, boys and girls, we've made it to the conference championship games. Your boy was 3 out of 4 in his picks. Predictions mostly intact with the exception of a few things. Buffalo. So we've thinned out the NFC East herd and we're 2 weeks from the granddaddy of them all, the Pro Bowl, where Eli tries to finally beat Peyton in something. Oh, and also that game with all the funny commercials. But before we get there, let's take a look at the 4 teams playing for the right to play in a game where you play for the right to hoist the Lombardi. We're back on the tier lists. This week, we only have 2 categories: Super Bowl worthy and more Super Bowl worthy. And just like the last few weeks, we're starting with the Bengals. Romo posed an interesting question. Why is everybody crowning Buffalo and Kansas City? And he's right. The Bengals have been the team in the AFC, even though we still want to look at the other 2 teams. And with the way Burrow was slinging it in the snow in pregame, we should have known. Now, previously, I had said that they looked like they were on pace to put a beating on the Bills before Hamlin went down. And they totally picked up where they left off. And they did it by beating the team that should have been better in the snow. They controlled that game from beginning to end and left Josh Allen looking as effective as a band-aid on a gunshot wound. Pure domination, baby. This team is looking poised and ready for another shot at a big game. Put them right there. They'll need to be on their A game because they'll be playing the Chiefs. And Kansas City has been the epitome of next man up. And that was evident when Henny swooped in and put a point when Mahomes went down. Mahomes came back and even when looking human, still looked superhuman. Now that was legit. Andy Reid is definitely one of the best coaches in the game, if not the best. Kudos to the Jags for hanging in there, but a healthy Chiefs team would have blown that game wide open. But you see that? That's the built-in excuse. Mahomes played through that game, but the next 2 or 3 or 5 days, that ankle's gonna feel worse and worse. You're gonna need Mahomes at his best to beat the Bengals, and he won't be at his best, and neither will KC. Bengals have their number, and I see an L in their future, and it ain't for Lombardi. Bang. Now in the NFC, we have the matchup that everyone expected. San Fran made their beating of Dallas as routine as possible. I had said that them boys were turnover prone and tailor-made for the Niners defense. The game played out exactly as you'd expect a Niner game to play out schematically. Dak was feeding that hungry defense, throwing picks like he thought his receivers were wearing red. And don't get me started on that final play. Whoever designed it must have tried it out on Madden rookie difficulty. That play wouldn't work on Earth 1, Earth 2, the multiverse, the metaverse, nowhere. And Brock Purdy is still playing the way the Niners need him to keep their run going. They're looking more and more like a team that no one could beat when they're playing their game. This team will be playing in February. Now the Eagles, they looked mighty good last weekend, much to my horror as a Giants fan. They beat them like they stole something. They show what a talent disparity can look like in the playoffs. In fact, the over-under in the game was 48.5 and they still didn't hit it even though the Eagles scored 38. Shows how bad they beat the Giants. Game wasn't even close. It's hard to pick against a team that dominates that soundly. Pass rush was good all year and they were every bit as good against the Giants. Jalen Hurts has been good all year and made it look easy against the Giants. Got whatever they wanted. The running game picked up chunks of yards at will. There's really no weakness to this team. I just think San Francisco's too hot right now. And that'll be the difference. So now let's realign the picks based on strength. Alright, so for our Super Bowl worthy section. Look, the Chiefs, I would have picked them a few weeks ago, even last week. But injury to Mahomes, that'll limit his effectiveness, even though he's still effective. But going against or comparing them to a healthy Eagles team, the Eagles just looked damn good last weekend. Yes, it's the team, the Giants, that are bereft of talent, but I'll have to rank the Eagles higher in that respect. Now for the more Super Bowl worthy teams, Burrow got that dog in him. He just has that dog in him. But top to bottom, San Francisco is just stacked. Talent, coaching. I'm gonna have to rank them the strongest team still in the playoffs. So as far as Super Bowl predictions go, you can clearly see who I'm going with. Cincinnati will be representing the AFC in the Super Bowl. I'll be going head to head against San Francisco. Book it. So there you go, your conference championship tier list and predictions. Let's see how right or wrong I am this time. Do you agree? Disagree? Give me a shout in the comments. Next week we'll chat about the Super Bowl. Don't forget to hit up my socials. Don't forget to feed the algorithm monster. Always hungry. We need to feed. So until next time, you're dismissed. Peace.